Here with the gang at Comic-Con from Rain. You guys are heading into season 2 of the show, starting in October on the CW. Mary, Queen of Scots. Where do we find her in history at the start of season 2?
Well, I don't know about in history, but in script.
But you know, you're following loosely the.
Yeah, we ended season 1 with a resurgence of the Black Plague, which is, you know, equal parts terrifying and disgusting. So we come into season 2 with Francis having just left impulsively to be with Lola, who is burying his bastard child after a night of passion in season 1. So he's going off to make sure the baby doesn't, you know, die. And I'm left in the castle with Queen Catherine to sort of deal with this outbreak of plague.
And she is not your friend. She is not.
We have a very tumultuous relationship.
Sometimes I'm her friend.
Sometimes.
Ally. I wouldn't say we've ever been friends. Sometimes she's not trying to kill me.
Historically, they were not friends. They were.
Well,
actually, except
for when she was little, she had raised her for a time. So actually, she did have conflicting feelings because she did care for her, but I care for him more.
Yes, of course. Well, he's the Dauphin, right?
He's my boy.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Now he's the king. Now he's the king. So, what can we expect out of season 2? Give us like a little tease. So the Black Plague is.
What can I tell you without giving too much away? Lots of death. Yeah. Lots of death.
Yeah.
We have a new villain coming in.
I was going to say we have a couple interesting
new gentlemen
joining our company.
Yeah. New men.
Very handsome, talented men to kind of even out our male to female ratio because we have nothing but women on our show. We deal with the plague, of course. Lola and the baby reappear, so there's that. And
we'll start to deal a little bit with the conflicting religious factions of the Catholics and
Protestant
the Protestants, or who we call the
That should be solved fairly quickly and easily.
Yeah, that's just that was just a minor.
I think they sorted it out.
They sorted it all out really quick. It was just a minor little blip on the radar. So Adelaide, you said we were talking right before we started rolling the camera that you are would you describe yourself as a geek, as a Comic-Con geekess?
Yeah, definitely.
You're a video gamer.
Stealth nerd.
Stealth nerd, not an open nerd.
I don't really talk about it. I don't really talk about it much unless I'm like amongst my own people because I.
So here you're part of the tribe, though.
Yeah, so I'm more comics than gaming. I mean, I have my Game Boy that I take around with me wherever I go, with like Pokemon and Mario and Smash Brothers and Zelda and the whole thing and Tomodachi Life, which is like the oddest like next gen RPG game.
Is that the one with the fishing? What's that game?
No, that's Harvest Moon. I dig Harvest Moon. I
was watching you play that. You're like, I've got to get my fishing rod and I've got to fish. I can't fish, and it's
so not such a stealth nerd, is she?
That sounds boring.
They're like not very stealth. Not very stealth. All right.
I play Xbox too, but it's mostly comics. Like I love anything by Vertigo or Image Comics.
So Comic-Con is a place for superheroes, and I'm sure you've been asked what your superpower would be. But I'm kind of curious what your villain would be, because heroes are often defined by the people who oppose them.
You mean if we had a villain, who would they be?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a really.
That's actually a really interesting question.
I feel like
I don't know who would be my arch nemesis.
Is it? Don't they have to? What's the rule of villains? Though they have to be the quality that you.
They have to be the opposite.
That you fear most in yourself or something.
Personally, or are we talking about our character?
Personally.
Where are you going with this?
Personally, we're going personal.
Personally, that which I fear most in myself.
Into the heart of darkness.
I'm gonna let them answer.
I would say like a villain who's just purely composed of like impulsive, chaotic destruction, because I can be really impulsive and I just always do stupid things. Like I'll end up on a roof being like, "What's up?" When I'm really, really hyperactive or I've had a couple of drinks. I climb things.
Mine would be someone who just killed humor. Someone who was really dull.
Yeah.
Someone
come in and go. Yeah.
Someone whose evil power is sucking the life out of a room.
Yeah. I got an idea of like a supervillain that just like really, really pisses you off and just like messes with you, but a little bit. Like,
the irritator.
It's not like on a grand scale. It's like he'll come home and he'll like have unplugged your fridge and all your food will be off and he'll go, oh, damn it.
The irk got me.
You don't really know who he is.
I've been irked.
Yeah, or like you come home and he'll just like taken the
irritation.
doors off the hinges and like, just removed all the doors in your house. You're like, shit, that's really annoying. But it's not terrible. It's not like the worst, but it's just there all the time.
Wow.
Persistent, annoying.
I think that would slowly drive you mad.
Easily thrown off your game, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
constantly ordering pizzas to your house, and you're like, I didn't order this. It's the villain that follows me around. I don't know who he is.
Well, I hope your Comic-Con is clear of those villains. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.